Okay. How to score high in anthropology? Recently, this optional became very popular. Students are getting, some of them, very high scores. So, how should we go about scoring high in anthropology? First, be clear about the syllabus. Be thorough with the syllabus. And you understand it consists of socio-cultural is the main thing. Next, physical. Next, big chunk. And archaeological. Okay. From exam point of view, I would divide them into only three main areas. And next important thing is combine paper 1 and paper 2. Knowledge of paper 1 to be used in paper 2. And paper 2, which specializes in India, can be used as an example in paper 1. So don't divide into paper 1 and paper 2 artificially. So mix. It helps. And so socio-cultural can be divided into paper 1 and paper 2. Archaeological also paper 1 and paper 2. Combine. Physical paper 1. Okay. And now, if anthropology is doing well, it is because of two important factors. The kind of questions they are asking. First factor is that they are close to syllabus. Often wording of the question is wording of the syllabus. This is important. And second thing is they are repetitive. Many questions are repetitive. So most of the paper consists of questions close to syllabus and repetitive. Remember, in any optional, there will be some off the track questions and ignore them. Don't think you should answer any question. Not like that. Target 95% plus questions. And that in anthropology, they're close to syllabus and repetitive, you can. So, have the syllabus, and then it is about identifying the questions that can come in each area. Identify distinct number of questions in each area. Distinct number of questions. Okay. In socio-cultural, You can divide it in terms of family, caste, religion, economic and political organization, tribes, thinkers and methods. Socio-cultural across papers can be divided into like this. Why area-wise division is helpful is that it is easier to interlink if you prepare that way. So under each unit, you identify distinct number of questions. Distinct means separate, requiring separate preparation. Same thing, caste, religion, economic, tribes. Tribes constitute a lot. Thinkers, methods of fieldwork, various other things. So, you will get a fixed number of questions. And your preparation is about preparing good answers to these nearly well-defined and fixed number of questions. So, next step is about knowing what makes a good answer. Okay. So, this approach helps in many optionals, but in anthropology it is more so. Because in some optionals, something will be mentioned in the syllabus, but what question can come is difficult to predict. There is so much of possibility, and within that possibility, anything can come. Some optionals, some areas are like that. But anthropology is not like that. There is a wording of the syllabus and there is a question corresponding to this. And then this is repeated. So it is amenable to listing a fixed number of questions and preparing good answers. So the next step is, what makes a good answer? So let me summarize. Club paper 1 and paper 2. Classify, go through the previous questions and identify in each area some distinct questions. And then prepare good answers. What makes a good answer? An anthropology textbook by Ember and Ember, I think, provides a framework for a good answer. Framework. Suppose it is saying something on preferential marriages. Okay. What makes a good answer? What does it say? You write about context of marriage. Context of marriage. And why preferential? Why and when? Types. Diagrams. Examples. And theoretical viewpoints. And now, what is the present situation? Contemporary. And when you are explaining why, give evidence. Who or what source? I think these constitute a good answer. Let me revise. Preferential marriage may have been mentioned only at one place. In a book, in a source, in a notes. But if the question is on this, you take this as the core, but build your answer around it. Context taken somewhere else. Why, when, types. Why there is a marriage, why there is a preferential. It is about evidence. And who gave? What is the source? And then examples. Any corresponding theories. Levi-Strauss said certain things about matri-patri. And then contemporary relevance. So, this makes a good answer. So, prepare good answers like this for those identified questions. But there are certain common things to these good answers. Answer 1, answer 2, answer 3, answer 4. If you want to develop answers like this, there are certain common elements. For example, if you are good at theory and methods, thought can be used in different answers. So, there are some areas which can be applied across many good answers. Thought is one such. That's one. Next I said examples. For examples, you read certain profiles, ethnographic profiles. Certain ethnographic profiles can be used across answers. Okay. And then contemporary evidence and other things. And do some case studies. And if the case studies are rich in analysis, here I would like to say rich case studies mean that very analytical, factual, with a lot of explanation. EPW. And one more source is JSTOR. JSTOR. You can read government reports, KAKA and others, but the difference between government reports and KAKA and this is that these government reports just give the facts. So you can memorize and place them at one place, but they don't generate analysis that can be used across the papers. Okay. So my point is that know what is a good answer, and then good answers require certain common sources, and spend more time on these common case studies or thinkers or ethnographic profiles and use them across the answers. Okay, this I think will make a good preparation. But there are certain things you need to know about the nature of the exam and how some people are getting We will discuss what makes a good answer from UPSC point of view. Good answer from UPSC point of view is not the same thing as good answer from Ember and Ember point of view. Okay. And I closely followed strategy of these people. Koya Harsha, AR 6th. Ashima Mittal, AR 12. From 2017 exam. Akshant Jain, AR 2. Naveen, AR 75. From 2018 exam. They got high scores. And I closely followed their strategy. And they were very, very frank, passionate, very clear and transparent. So from them we know what is UPSC looking for, not what is expected by a professor. Going by their strategy, two things seem to be very, very important. I would say those two things. I am dividing the board. Facts, diagrams. Facts and diagrams seem to be the key to 350. Facts and diagrams. So, what is a good answer from UPSC point of view is a lot different from what is a good answer from a good anthropology textbook. What do I mean by this? A good answer from a textbook on preferential marriages, okay, is primarily to answer logically. Answer it logically, and this logic is supported by facts wherever, and write as you understand. So take the question seriously, see how you understand and answer it logically. Since you are not discovering it for the first time, you depended on certain literature, you support it by facts, whatever you have. This, I think, should be called a good answer. It means your understanding, logic, supported by facts. Facts can be case studies, examples, theories, or whatever. But UPSC toppers are not doing exactly like this. What they are doing is, if there are questions Q1, Q2, Q3, they are not trying to see how they understand. It is more about to which question they have more facts. Very unusual. It is not about whether they understand theoretically, they have something to say. It is more about where do they have more facts. So answer is primarily about generating more dimensions. This makes a good answer. More points, more dimensions, I think makes a good answer. But under dimension also more points. Here, a good answer means an important point. But UPSC is not about important point. It is about more points, sometimes silly points. This is UPSC. And it is not your opinion, but others' opinions. So, they're bombarding with facts and facts and facts. Quotations, books, which year books are written, who said what, from which magazine, which report. It is not their understanding. It is about others. It is about more. Please don't think they are not understanding. They have reasonable understanding. And definitely the people who are scoring high are smart people. They are intelligent. So they understand, but the primary strength is not understanding. Understanding at reasonable level, understanding at a level where they can interlink, integrate, draw from various sources and make a relevant answer. They may not have understood anything at an abstract and a higher level, but their understanding is good enough to be able to write a good introduction, good conclusion, interlink areas, and bombard with facts. So in the selection of the question itself, they think, how many facts I have? And if I don't have facts, don't attempt. Physical anthropology questions may score well, more. Archaeology may score more. Examples, profiles, case studies. Okay, so facts. This is the strategy. Next. Diagrams. For everything, instead of saying text, they are going for diagrams. Things that can be said easily as a text also, they are going for diagrams, which they are calling innovation. Diagram, first of all, is striking to the examiner. Examiner can't miss and answer takes fewer words and conveys more. And diagram is very personal. It is your own way of looking at it. And sometimes it can be a simpler and clearer way of saying the same thing. So they are bombarding with facts, and those facts are conveyed mostly through diagrams. So fewer words, more diagrams. Okay. And variety of diagrams, unusual diagrams. So UPSC answers are different. They are packed with facts and diagrams. And what does it mean to your preparation? Because they have to write so many facts, what they are doing is they are identifying fixed set of questions. Okay. But then preparing answers, elaborate answers with facts and diagrams, and memorize, revise, multiple revisions. So memory plays a very, very important role. Multiple revisions. So the fact that they have only 3 hour time is making them to prepare very, very thoroughly at home, memorize many facts, prepare diagrams, and because the questions are repetitive and expected, just unleash your preparation in the exam. Unleashing your preparation. They are even saying don't think. But I don't think the exam should be like this, but that is what it is. So if you want to do well, this is the way. Thank you.